Shalom, shalom, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That is to say, all praises to the Heavenly Father through the name of His only begotten Son, right? Hey, coming back with another breakdown, man, through the Spirit, right? Coming back with another breakdown through the Spirit, man. I want to say shalom to all the Aquathium and the Akium, right? All the mighty men that are out there getting, built up in the Spirit, man, that are laboring on the highways and the byways, man. All my fellow soldiers out there, man. Shalom, shalom, right? And all the Aquathium holding it down in the household, man, reverencing their husbands, man, being teachers of their children, right? And other sisters that are coming into this truth, that are new into this thing, man, right? That may be single or whatever the case may be, man. All praise to the Most High God that y'all are in this thing too, man, right? And I want to bid y'all a mighty shalom, right? So this video topic is just going to go into, right, having a just balance, right? It's really important to have a just balance, especially in these last days, man. You got stuff popping off on a rapid rate right now, right? Russia and Ukraine about to get it popping at any given moment, man. At any given moment, right? So, real quick, we're gonna go ahead and kick it over. We're gonna kick it off with Sirach 27, right? Right, and Salakia, if y'all hear my pages turning or whatever, my sword like right here, right? So bear with me. Right, bear with me. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse number 3, right? And it reads, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown, right? Amen. So therefore, if you're not ruling over your household justly, right? If things are not decently and in order, man, like it says in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse number 40, man, right? Let's go ahead and get it. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse number 40, man, right? Because this is what the Lord said to us, man. This is what the Lord told us to do. And it reads, 1 Corinthians 14 and 40, let all things be done decently and in order, right? So things shouldn't be out of order, man. Anytime something is out of order, man, you got to kind of question it. You got to sit there and, is that really of the Lord? Because the Lord just sat there and told you, hey, let all things be done decently and in order, right? And just like it says, hey, let's go ahead and get it, man, because I'm not trying to speak from the belly at all, man. I'm going to just sit there and go to the scriptures for every single thing. I'm going to go to the scriptures for every single thing if it be of the Lord's will. In Malachi chapter 3 and verse number 6, Malachi 3 and 6, right? For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, right? Hey, so y'all sons of Jacob, right, and y'all daughters of Zion, hey, so y'all are not consumed. The Lord doesn't change, man. He's not a man that he shall lie, man. He's not the author of confusion, man. So when he sits there and says something, hey, it's gonna stand at the end of the day, man. Right? He's not gonna sit there and waver in it. He's not gonna go back and forth, right? He's not gonna teeter-totter, whatever the case may be. Hey, he said, let all things be done decently and in order. And he just sat there and said, hey, and Sirach, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. Right? So if things are not decently and in order, right? If you're not holding yourself diligently in the fear of the Lord, right? Because that's the principal thing right there. It's first and foremost, you got to fear the Most High God, right? You got to fear the Most High God. And then, hey, you got to have faith in this thing. You got to have faith in the Most High God, right? But it all starts with that fear at the end of the day. Because if you don't fear the Most High God, you're not going to have faith in Him. You're not going to have trust in Him. You're not going to have love in Him. Nothing like that, man, right? So therefore, hey, you got to make sure you're holding yourself diligent, right? You got to make sure you're constantly meditating on the law, constantly thinking about the scriptures, man, right? How you could improve in this truth, how you could do better, how you could sit there and help your brother in a situation or whatever the case may be, right? These are the things that you should be meditating on as a righteous man, right? So let me get let me get the classic, man. All right, let me get the classic. Right? Because brothers bring this out all the time, man. But, so, here, we're going to start at, Proverbs chapter 25 and verse number 26. A righteous man falling down before the wicked is as a troubled fountain and a corrupt spring. Right? How does a righteous man fall down before the wicked, man? Right? By hanging around them, man, not having a just balance. Right? You got all these worldly ass friends, but you got no friends in the truth, man. You don't got no brothers in the truth, but you hanging around worldly ass Jake all the damn time, man. Right? So now you falling down before these damn wicked. Now you're as a corrupt spring, like it says. Right? Reading on. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory. Right? It's not good to eat that thing that's constantly sweet and well pleasing. Right? Because then they say, hey, when you come into this truth, roughly paraphrasing, right? When you eat the book, it should be sweet as honey, right? But when it hits your belly, hey, it shall be bitter. Right? Let me get that in Revelations, man. Revelations chapter 10 and verse number 9. Let me start at verse number 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, Go and take the little book, which is open in the hand of the angel, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. Right? What is this little book? This is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding revealing itself unto you. Right? Once you sit there and devour this book, now you have the truth. Now you have the understanding of who you are. Right? You done got the Deuteronomy 28 breakdown. Right? Maybe you heard Revelations 1 to 13. Maybe you heard Daniel 7 and 9. And you sit there and you start scratching your head. Hold on. All right. There is some lies in the Bible. There is some controversy. Let me get to the bottom of it. Maybe you heard Job 9 and 24, man. Right? And you sit there and you kind of go into the dark ages, right? You sit there and look into iconoclasm, right? And see what's going on, man. How they sat there and really took all of the paintings of our forefathers and damn whitewashed them, man, right? These are the things that were revealed unto us, right, via this little book that we have devoured. So reading on. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Right? So, they always want to hear smooth things, man. Right? They always want to hear smooth things. They always want to sit there and have the things that are sweet, but they don't ever want to go through the things that are bitter. They don't ever want to go through the things that are tough, the things that actually matter, that's going to shape them as a man of the Lord, man. Right? That's going to sit there and help them, be better, man. Right? We don't care for those things. We constantly want to sit there and devour the things that are sweet, man. Right? And that's off, right? That's off as hell. Because not everything's going to be sweet, man. Not everything's going to be sweet in this truth. Right? So reading on. Right? Reading on. Salaki. Proverbs 25 and verse number 27 again. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory. Right? So, fulfilling the lust of the flesh, man, that's not really a glory, man. When you're constantly fulfilling the lust of the flesh, you're not damn doing the work, man. You're not going out there shaking the hand at your people, right? Because didn't the Lord sit there and tell us to, all throughout the scriptures, he told us to go out to the highways and byways, man, right? And Luke chapter 14 and verse number 23, right? He sat there and told us to go out to the highways and byways and to compel them to come in, man, right, into the Lord's feast, man, right, to bid our people back to the marriage. In Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse number 12 on down, right, he sat there and said, Go and proclaim these words to the north, man, right? And it sat there and said, shew my people their transgressions, their sins, roughly paraphrasing. Let me get it real quick, right, real quick through spirit. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse number 12. Bear with me. Right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse number 12. And it reads, Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, Return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord. And I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord. And I will not keep anger forever. Right? And that's all I really want on that. Khan. That's all I really wanted on that, is because, you got our people that are damn backsliding, man. Let me jump up real quick to verse number 8. And I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. Right? So this is talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom split. So you had northern kingdom, which was called Israel, and you had Judah, which was the southern kingdom. Right? So therefore, you got to understand, right? You got to put your spiritual spectacles on. You got to understand what the Lord is saying right now. Right? We're all supposed to be married to the Lord as Yasharallah, man, as Israel. Right? We're supposed to be married unto the Lord. We're the Lord's wife. And it sat there and said that he wrote us a bill of divorce, man. Right? He wrote us a bill of divorce. So, the Lord was upset, man. The Lord's heated, man. Why? Because we committed adultery. We took on these idols. We took on these strange things, right? And these are the things that we sat there and did as a people, right? And we put it amongst our own stuff. And we said, I'm going to bow down to the damn sun. I'm going to bow down to the moon every night. I'm going to bow down to the stars. All of the things that the Lord sat there and created, we bow down to. That's madness, man. Right? That's idolatry, which is breaking the first commandment that the Lord our God ever gave us, man. That's madness. So, the Lord's heated. So that's why I sat there and said, go and proclaim these words towards the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord. And I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. And it says, only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Right? So therefore, there you go, man. Right? The Lord wants us to come back as a people. It clearly sat there and stated, we're married to the Lord, man. So we got to do things that's well-pleasing to the Lord. Having a just balance is well-pleasing to the Lord, man. Right? Because you know how to sit there and maneuver in this truth. You know how to sit there and juggle, having a life, right? Having a family, making sure your family's in order, right? Making sure they're getting taught, making sure they're getting built up in the spirit, and also waking up Jake and Eve, man. Whether it's coming on here and making videos, right? Whether it's going out to the highways and byways and waking up Jake and sheep that's walking by, right? On a day-to-day, probably going astray, sinning, right? Man, it's a righteous thing to do these things. That's a just balance, man. Right? When you can sit there and balance your work schedule, you come home, you sit there and eat, whatever the case may be, you may take a nap, and you sit there and jump into the words of the Lord, man. Right? And you sit there and tell your family, guess what? We're going into a fast, man. Right? Starting tomorrow or 2 days from now, whatever the case may be. When you got your time management on point, right? I was bringing this out not too long ago, man. Right? The Lord sat there and said, Salakia, in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, right, you go into the parable with the talents. And so, therefore, I went into it. The video should be up shortly in camp. And Salakia, bear with me. So, pretty much, when you sit there and look at it, he said, thou wicked and slothful servant, man. Right? That man that sat there and hid his talent and did nothing with it. Right? Because he didn't have a just balance. He still wanted to sit there and taste of that honey, the things that are sweet. He wanted to sit there and fulfill the lust of his flesh, like we just sat there and read in Proverbs, right? He wanted to sit there and go after those things which were pleasing to him, right? So therefore, the Lord sat there and said, thou wicked and slothful servant, man, right? And so, those two things go hand in hand. When you slothful in this thing, right? How do you become slothful? You don't have time management. You don't plan accordingly, right? You don't do things decently and in order, right? So therefore, when your time management is screwed up, guess what? You're slothful, man, right? And when you're slothful, you're wicked, man, in the sights of the Lord, right? And the Lord got something for the wicked, man. The Lord got something for the wicked. If he sits there and he gives you this truth, man, he gave me this truth. He gave brothers this truth, right? And brothers don't deserve this damn truth, man, right? Right? We could have sat there and been killed off in the sins that we was committing on a day-to-day basis, man, right? But the Lord had mercy upon us because he is a merciful God, man. So, the least we can sit there and do is keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities and make sure we have a just balance in it all, so this way we don't fall down. So we don't end up, being that corrupt spring, Salaki, like it says in the book of Proverbs 25 and 26, right? It says, a righteous man falling down before the wicked is as a troubled fountain and a corrupt spring. Right? So we don't want to be that troubled fountain, man, that's not producing no more living waters, right? Right? That doesn't have the living waters flowing through them no more, right? Because what does a fountain do? It's constantly just giving up that water, man, right? And it's kind of spewing it out of the top, right? But it's going right back in, and it's kind of doing it again. So therefore, you got the living waters kind of going through your system, man. But when that fountain is troubled, hey, it's not working the way it should be. It's not working the way it used to. It's a troubled fountain, man. Right? A corrupt spring. What can you do with a corrupt spring? Right? You can't get spring water from it. Why? Because it's defiled, man. It's corrupted. Right? When you look up that word corrupted, let's see what it says real quick. Right? Let's pull up the word corrupted. Corrupted definition. And sometimes you got to get into these accounts, man. These precepts, they hold weight. Right? For face value, some of these precepts are real good. You can sit there and be like, damn, that just resonated with my spirit right away. But sometimes you actually got to dive into these things and really look and be like, damn, that's deep, man. Right? This is how you got to sit there and read the scriptures. You can't just read the scriptures as a damn simple ass man. Right? Because you're going to sit there and hold a simple ass understanding, man. The Lord not going to reveal not a damn thing to you. Right? Pardon my language. But this is the definition for corrupt. Right, we got two definitions. I'm gonna read both of them. Number one, cause to act dishonestly in return for money or personal gain. Right, so that's talking about corruption as far as extortion and stuff like that. So that's not a definition we necessarily looking for. And number two, change or debase by making errors or unintentional alterations. Right? Hey, guess what? When you don't have that time management, you sit there and say, hey, I'm going to fast on Tuesday, right? But you don't got no schedule that you follow. You don't got no time management. You constantly pushing that thing off, man. It's an unintentional alteration, man. It's a debased change, right? You had no foundation in the first place, so therefore it never had a base. It never had a structure to sit upon, man, right? You wasn't building on that solid rock, Yahweh Shai, man, which is Yahweh Shai, right? You wasn't building on that solid rock. So therefore, hey, your plans just kind of, hey, got caught by the damn landslide, man, and it's out of here, man. Right now the spirits is on you, right? You didn't get into the fast, right? You ain't sit there and read, you ain't pray, right? All because you don't got a just balance, man. Hey, having a just balance in this truth is so vital, man. It's so important, especially in these last days, man. You got to stay on fire, man. So let me finish this out in Proverbs 25 and 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Hey, and what's going to happen to that city that don't got no walls, man? Right? That's broken down, that's trodden upon. Hey, it's constantly getting ran through, man. It's desolate, man. There's nothing in that place, right? It's the definition of Ezekiel chapter 37, man. It's a valley of the damn dry bones, man. There's nothing there, right? It's broken down and it's trodden upon. Everybody goes through that landmass, man, right? It's been ran through. So therefore, you got to sit there and have a strong defense. What's that strong defense? Hey, making sure you're getting everything done that you need to get done, right? Because once you out this thing, hey, you out this thing, man. There's no reconciliation. You're not coming back into this truth, man. Once the Lord sits there and figures out and finds out that he has nothing for profitable coming from you, right? Hey, that's it, man. We can't do a damn thing about it. The Lord do what he want to do, man, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the counsel of the Lord shall stand, man. Proverbs chapter 19, verse number 21, right? It says, for though there be many devices in a man's heart, there are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Hey, the counsel of the Lord is going to stand, man, at the end of the day, right? We can't damn speak up against the counsel of the Lord, sit there and say, no, Yahweh Shai, I think you're going off. No, that's wicked, man, right? Who the hell are we as dust and ashes to sit there and talk to the Most High, God's Son, and sit there and be like, wait, hold on now. Can I reason with you for a second? That's off as hell, man. Right? Hey, the counsel of the Lord shall stand at the end of the day, man. So therefore, hey, you got to sit there and make sure you got yourself in order, man. Right? And while we in Proverbs, let me get verse number 15. All right? Because what does it say? Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. Right? A slothfulness, when you're not doing the work, man, when you're not on fire, when you constantly just sitting here on your ass, man, right? Again, excuse my French, but I got to keep it a buck 50, man. I got to keep it plain and frank, right? So when you just sitting here, you're not doing nothing. You're not flipping your talents, man. You kind of put your talent in the earth and you expect the Lord to sit there and come back with a reward. Hey, guess what? You're slothful, man, and you're wicked, man. You're despising the ways of you're despising the Lord's ways, man, right? And it sat there and said, but he that despiseth his way shall die, man. Hey, so you got death, and you got death for you, man. And it's knocking on your door when you slothful, man, right? Hey, and it's very easy to sit there and fall asleep in this thing. Let me get Proverbs 6, man. It says Proverbs 6 in verse number 10. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, so like it travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. Right? So what it say? Let me break this down real quick. Right? Because, all right, now you may understand Deuteronomy 28. You understand that we kind of going through the curses, right? And we're already in poverty. So how's more poverty going to come unto us? Right? That doesn't make sense. Let's get Revelations 2 and 9 real quick. There's the book of Revelations chapter 2 and verse number 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. Right? And this is talking about on a monetary level, on a physical level. He knows our poverty. But thou art rich. How are we rich? We're rich in spirit, man. Right? We got spiritual riches, man. We got spiritual treasure that we got stored up in heaven, man. Because why? We got faith, right? We got love in the Most High. We keep the commandments, right? And we stay on fire in this thing, right? So that's the spiritual riches, man. That's how we're rich. We're destined to sit there and get salvation, man. Salvation has only come to Israel, like it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 14 and verse number 7, I believe, right? So therefore, hey, we're rich, man. No other nation has that. No other nation has the opportunity for eternal life, man. Right? Only Yasharallah does, man. So therefore, we are rich. But what it say in Proverbs chapter 6 and verse number 11? So shall thy. Let me read 10 again. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. Right, and you know, hey, you see your grandfather in that chair, man, that damn lazy boy recliner. When he sit there and fold his hands on his chest like this, or on his stomach like this, after he sat there and had a nice meal, hey, he finna pass out, man. He finna go to sleep. Right, so it sat there and said, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. Right, so we already broke, we already poor, on a damn monetary level, on a face value level, on a physical level, right? And now it's said, hey, when you fall asleep, man, right, from being slothful, from being sluggard, hey, guess what? Poverty's going to come unto you. And, hey, poverty can't sit there and come unto you twice. He talking about the spiritual riches being snatched away from you, man, right? And that's nothing to take lightly at the end of the day, right? And all it takes is just having discipline, right, and consistency and time management skills. That's all it takes at the end of the day, just to have that just balance, right? Constantly having a plan and a blueprint, right? The engineers, they constantly have plans and blueprints when they sit there and they're going to build up a house or whatever the case may be, right? They got a blueprint that they got to refer to each and every move that they make. Right? So why aren't we using a strategy? Why aren't we using a spiritual blueprint to sit there and look at and be like, all right, cool, I need to get this done for the day, and I need to get this done for the day before I can sit there and move on and do any of this, right? These are the things that we got to constantly think about, man, because, hey, in Joshua 22 and verse number 5, it said we shall cleave unto the Most High and we should serve him with all our heart and with all our soul, man. And that's deep, man. I bring that out every camp, man. That's real deep, because why? Hey, we should eat, breathe, sleep. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. The whole purpose as to why we were put here is to be proven by him, man. Right? The whole duty of man is to keep the fear of the Most High God and keep his commandments. So therefore, hey, this is all a test. It's all a test of our faith. It's all a test of what our lot is destined to be, right? At the end of the day, the Most High God knows, right? But still, it's still a test, man, right? So therefore, hey, why are we not doing the best that we possibly can? Why are we not doing everything in our power, man? Why are we not putting forth our full strength, man? Right? Let me get Proverbs 16:11, man. Hey, we in Proverbs right now, man. Precepts is flowing. It says Proverbs chapter 16. This chapter kind of nice. Let me just get let me just get 11, right? And it says, that's mighty too. But it says, a just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. Right? And this is going into diverse weights, right, as well. But it's double to that which is. It's twofold, right? It's also talking about having a just balance, right? So if you got a false balance, which means that you don't got no time management, you don't have no planning skills, you don't have no discipline, no consistency, nothing like that. Hey, guess what? You have a false balance right there, man. Right? And that's wicked in the sights of the Lord, man. Right? But a just weight, right, which is a balance, right? And a just balance, hey, that's of the Lord, man. Right? So the opposite of that, hey, that's wicked, man. That's wickedness. That's Satan, man. Right? So therefore, hey, you want to sit there and make sure you got your ducks in a row, like they say, right? You want to make sure that you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, like they would sit there and say in the world, right? So let me get into the law. As a matter of fact, I believe that's Leviticus chapter 19. Sirach There. Right, this is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse number 15. Is that what I want? Sirach. That's not what I want. Right? It's the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 35. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment and mediar and weight or in measure. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them. I am the Lord. Hey, man, like I just sat there and said, it's double to that which is, right? On a physical level, it's talking about, you had people who would sit there and pretty much, you had our people who would go to merchants and they would pretty much, it kind of tamper with the weight system, man, right? It kind of put stones in there, whatever the case may be. Hey, it just like you sit there and see damn Jake or Eve go to the damn or Walmart or whatever the case may be, right? And they got the bag vegetables and they kind of holding the bag, but they're not really putting it all the way on there. Hey, our people is doing that a fourth time, man, right? And that's wicked in the sights of the Lord, man, right? Because you shorten your own people, right? When you went to these merchants, more than likely they were your own people, man, right? So therefore, hey, you doing wickedness, you stealing from your brother, man. You taking off of his plate at the end of the day, right? You sitting there saying, hey, yeah, this is 20 shekels, right? You got a damn couple stones in there. It's really only damn 5 shekels, right? Hey, that's wicked, man. That's wicked. So the Lord sat there and said we shouldn't have diverse weights and false balances, man. But it's double to that which is as well, right? Because it's on the spiritual note, it's also talking about having a just balance in this truth, man. Right, making sure you reading, praying, fasting, exhortating, getting counsel, right, giving alms, and all these different things that'll keep you on fire, to keep your flame constantly burning, man, right, to keep it from flickering and going out, right. These are the things that are righteous before the Lord that He sits there and loves, man, right. Let me get the book of Salakia. Khan. Right? Let me get Isaiah 55. That's what I want. Right? So, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse number 6. Right? Because if you don't have a just balance right now, in a day of destruction, when you see all hell breaking loose, that's not going to be a time to sit there and have a damn just balance right then, man. Right? We're going to be damn pilgrims of the earth, man. Once World War III sit there and kick off, Jacob's trouble follows right after, man. That fifth seal is going to sit there and get cracked open, right? And we're going to be the pilgrims of the earth. We're going to sit there and be running to and fro, trying to sit there and find the rest, right? Just like when Noah sat there and let the dove out, right, at the ark, or Salakia. Let me get the account. I don't want to sit there and, paraphrase wrong. Salakia. Bear with me real quick. And it says, Salakia. I believe it's chapter 8. Yeah, Khan, it was a dove. So it says Genesis chapter 8 and verse number 7. He also sent forth a raven. So it says, let me get verse number 6. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days, and Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Right? So you had the raven who was pretty much going back and forth. He kind of just going until the waters were dried up. Right? Really wasn't doing no good. It wasn't necessarily a sign because the ravens, he kind of just staying in flight, man, staying in flight mode. He wasn't really seeking rest. Right? Verse number 9. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet other 7 days again, and he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came in unto him, so like it came in to him in the evening. And lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. Right? So he knew that the waters were pretty much going down once he sat there and brought that olive leaf. Right? Because a tree, is sitting above the waters at the end of the day. So therefore, the dove was able to sit there and kind of pluck up the damn, through spirit, right? The Lord sat there and put a spirit on that damn dove. He sat there and kind of carried the olive tree leaf all the way back to the damn ark, just to let Noah know, man. And that's spiritual, man, right? But my whole point in bringing that out is, that's how we're going to be, man, trying to seek rest, but we can't find it, man. Right? We're constantly going to sit there and be, walking to and fro throughout the earth, trying to sit there and find rest. Right? It's not going to be the time to sit there and be damn trying to jump into prophecy, man. When you got damn gunshots and explosions going off, man. Right? When your damn family, your damn kids is crying because they ain't ate in damn 2 days. Right? They ain't ate in damn 2 days. You was the last one to eat because you had to sit there and make sure you could pull through for your family, man. So you can sit there and defend your family. Right? And that's why the man got to sit there and eat first, man. I just want to sit there and touch on that real quick. Right? Because everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, yeah, the kids got to eat first, this, that, and the third. That's where that came from, man. Right? Because if the man doesn't eat first, how is he going to sit there and protect his household? The man is supposed to be the protector, right? The teacher, right? The leader of the household. The top dog. So if he's not getting his food, if he's not getting his nutrients, he's not getting his energy, how the hell is he going to sit there and protect his children and his wife? So that's where that came from, man. Right, so you sat there and you kind of ate, but your children's kind of struggling and they kind of dragging on, man. Right? Hey, man, these are the things that's going to be going on. You're not really going to sit there and have time to be jumping into prophecy. You're not going to have the time to sit there and be reading the damn book of Esther, man. Right? You're not going to be having the time to damn read the book of Judith, man. Right? We're going to be going to and fro throughout the earth, man. Seeking somewhere we can sit there and stay safe, man. Hoping that the Lord has mercy on us. Right? But, hey, if you wasn't doing the work aforetime, hey, you're going to get caught out there, man. And it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible because you wasn't doing the Lord's work, right? You wasn't seeking the Lord while he may be found. Because guess what? In that day, hey, the Lord going to sit there and raise up off his throne, man. He got stuff to handle, man. He sat there and told this prophecy, and we know it all throughout the scriptures, man. Right? The day of vengeance, the day of wrath, the day of judgment, destruction, right? Hey, all these, the day of darkness, gloominess, right? Hey, it's referred to as many different things in the scriptures, man. Right? The Lord got an office to fulfill, man. Yahweh Shai is not going to sit there and be damn hearing your prayers, man, your supplications, right? These are not the things. He got an office to sit there and fulfill, man. He got to sit there and come down and start slaying these damn heathen, right? Slaying our own people. 2/3 of our own people got to sit there and go, right? He got to sit there and take care of that, right? And you got to make sure the 1/3 and the elect get beamed up, man, right? Hey, so the Lord got an office to fulfill in that day, man. He not going to sit there and be picking up the damn phone talking about some hello, right? Because it's not the time for that, man. The Lord, hey, he's not here right now. He stepped out for a second, right? That's what the angel's going to sit there and, hey, I can't do nothing for you, man, right? So that's why it's important. Hey, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near, right? He's near right now unto us, right? We can sit there and pray to the Most High, how about Shemi Shai, right? And he gonna hear us, man, right? Right? And he gonna bless us according to what we pray for, man. If it's of his will, right? But in that day, hey, it's gonna be a lot harder to sit there and come by the Lord, man. Right? So it's important to sit there and have your spirit on fire, man. Right now, let me I'm gonna bring out like two more for the spirit, man. Right, I'm gonna bring out like two more and I'm gonna close up because this video already about 40 minutes long, so I don't want it to be too long. But yeah, let me get 2 Peter chapter 1 verse number 10. Right, and it reads 2 Peter chapter 1 verse number 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Right? Hey, so if you sitting there staying on fire, you constantly reading, fasting, praying, giving alms, right? These are all righteous things to do before the Lord, man. Right? So therefore, when you're holding yourself diligent in all of these different offices, hey man, you're making your call and election sure, man. Right? You're making your call and election sure. And I want to leave off on this precept right here. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Hey, man, so don't you know that, hey, when they sitting there running the marathons, it be 500, 600, 700 people damn running that 5K marathon, but there can only be one winner, right? There's only going to be one first place person, right? So the Lord sat there and said, don't you know that they run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Run that you may obtain what? That prize, man, right? To be the elect, man. Run with all your heart and with all your soul, man, across that damn finish line first, man. It's vital, man. Reading on. Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right? So, hey, when you're striving for the mastery, when you're striving to make your call and election sure, hey, you're temperate in all things, man. You got a just balance, man. Right? You know how to sit there and plan. You know how to sit there and have time management. You know how to sit there and contain your emotions. You know how to sit there and put these damn demons away, man. Right? You know how to sit there and please the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. right? Or at least try your best to please the Lord, man. Right? That's being temperate in all things, man. Right? You have a just balance in each and everything that you do in righteousness, right? You don't necessarily have a dot of wickedness in you, right? So, reading on, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. Right? Hey, so you gotta sit there and tell your body, hey, look, hold on now. Right? When your damn flesh, hey, it sits there and says in the wisdom of Solomon, hey, the flesh presseth up against the spirit, man. Right? But when you're temperate in all things, hey, you got rule over your spirit, man, and you got rule over your flesh, man. Right? So you sit there and you in a fast, you damn belly kind of sitting there gurgling or whatever the case may be. You kind of tell your stomach, hey, shut the heck up, man. Right? And it kind of shut up, man. Right? It could be something as simple as that, man. That's you taking a stance on your flesh, man. Right? When you feeling lustful, right? When you want to hit up your damn ex, man, but you sit there and say, hey, nah, she ain't no good, man. Ain't nothing good gonna sit there and come from that situation. Let me not even do that. Right? Hey, that's having discipline, man. That's refraining yourself. Right? That's being a wise man. Right? That's being temperate, man. That's bringing your body into subjection of the spirit, man. Which means that the spirit is ruling over the flesh. Right? Your spirit should never be in subjection to the flesh. If your spirit's in subjection to the flesh, hey, guess what? Hey, you're going to get destroyed, man. Right? If you don't sit there and flip that around, you're going to get destroyed, man. Right? Because the flesh is wicked, man. Right? This corruptible ass body that we in, hey, it's wicked, man. It goes off every single day. That's why we got to sit there and repent every single day for the sins that we do not know, for the sins of our forefathers and foremothers, and the sins from our past lives, man. Because the Lord can sit there and catch up with us at any given moment, man. And we don't know what the hell we did in our past lives, man. So we got to sit there and constantly make sure we repent and constantly clean ourselves to purge out that leaven, right? So reading on, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway. And that's cold, man. Right? Let me read that one more time. Lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway, man. So you damn out there shaking the hand, man, getting on damn Eve, right? Telling them to put a damn dress on, man, a modest dress on, telling Jake to put the damn blimp down. Hey, but you ain't sitting there being temperate in all things, right? You're not striving for the mastery. You're not diligent in all things. Hey, guess what? Now you in the world damn smoking a blunt, man, right? Looking just like that damn Jake you was shaking the hand at, man. Telling the brother to damn repent and put the cigarette out. Put the damn weed out. Put the blunt out, man. Right? Now you jammed up looking just like him, man. Now you're a castaway, man. Right now you're out of this thing. So therefore you gotta bring your body into subjection, man. And you can't sit there and be walking around like a damn zombie following after your flesh. Right? That's when you're gonna sit there and get led off a damn cliff into a damn valley, into a damn ravine that you can't make it out of, man. That you're gonna sit there and fall to your death in. Right? So with that, I'm gonna sit there in bed again, Almighty Aquathium, Almighty Akim, all across the world, man. Hey, a mighty Shalom. Right? Make sure you're being temperate in these last days, man. Right? Make sure you're constantly ruling over your spirit and righteousness, man. Right? Make sure you're holding yourself accountable in all things, man. Don't they sit there and say, hey, taking accountability for your actions is the first step to fixing the problem? So if you ain't read, you ain't study, you ain't pray enough this week, hey, take accountability for that. You know what? I did error, right? Let me pray to the Most High God, ask for his mercy. Let me jump into this fast and let me sit there and try to redeem myself, man. Let me sit there and try to go harder this week, man. Right? Let me sit there and try to do as much as I can to sit there and prove to the Lord, hey, I'm sorry, man. Right? Let me get this last precept real quick through spirit. 1 Samuel chapter 2. Right? Because the Lord don't want to sit there and constantly just hear womp, womp, womp. Right? It don't mean nothing to him, man. When you're sitting there constantly talking his ear off, hey, it doesn't mean anything to him if you're not putting anything behind it. Right? Let me see. It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse number 1. Let me get verse number 3, right? Straight to the point. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Hey, so by him, hey, actions are weighed by the Most High God, man. Right? He's a man that he's gonna sit there and see some action behind the words that you talking, man. He don't want to sit there and just constantly hear wah 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 wah. Yeah, Lord, I'm gonna sit there and change this. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna read more. I'm gonna pray more. I'm gonna fast more. I'm gonna sit there and call and check on my brothers more. I'm gonna extend that brotherly love. I'm gonna start teaching my household and ruling over it better and more. Right? Hey, you don't want to sit there and constantly hear that. Just show him by your actions, man. Right? Just show him by your actions. Because that's what's weighed at the end of the day. Not the damn vain ass words that you constantly saying repeatedly, right? And he doesn't want to constantly hear that. So like I just sat there and said, man, hey, make sure you stand on fire in these last days. Anything can sit there and crack down. Hey, man, right? It's going down, man. You got Ukraine and Russia about to sit there and pop off. Ukraine just sat there and went to damn cold black level, right? And they sat there and they're starting to evacuate all of the U.S. people. Any foreigners in the Ukraine right now is being evacuated right now, man. Right? But for the fear of Russian invasion. Hey, Russia don't give a damn right now, man. They sitting there talking about, they sat there and told the UK, hey, stay in your place. We'll sit there and put you down. Right? They telling Ukraine, hey, look, if you sit there and join in with NATO, hey, we're going to sit there. We got no choice, man. We're going to sit there and we're going to get busy, right? And NATO's going to get dragged in. What is NATO? The EU, North America, right? Hey, all these different nations that are a part of the National Alliance Treaty Organization, right? I believe is what NATO stands for, right? So you got all these different countries that are within NATO. Once one country gets dragged into war, hey, all those countries is bound to go into war, man. And they got to, man. Right? They got to. And Russia's ready, man. Russia's like, hey, bring it on, man. Right? We got Putin real close with damn China, man. Right? China and Russia against damn, hey, they're going to sit there and blow the damn place to smithereens, man. Right? And that's what the Lord sat there and said. Hey, it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be glittering swords, right? It's going to be damn laser beams, right? It's going to be damn missiles and rockets and intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? Crashing down upon the high places of the earth and the low places of the earth, man. Right? Nuclear missiles and bombs going off, man. Right? These are the things that are coming to the earth, man. So make sure you staying on point. You staying in tip-top shape. You're being sober and vigilant, like it says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 8, right? And I'm not going to sit there and go on too much longer, but it's real important, man. Right? And this is even a cut to myself sometimes. Sometimes I catch myself being slothful. I should really be making a lot more videos, man. I should really be sitting there trying to edify Jake and Eve a lot more, man. Right? We could always improve in some way, shape, or form. So with that, shalom.